On March 18th of last year, News 4 told you a story that seemed incredible at the time. Without warning, Kilmar Abrego Garcia was arrested by ICE and deported to El Salvador, despite a court order barring his deportation there for fear of persecution.
This was not the first wrongful deportation case I'd ever handled, right? It happens from time to time under every presidential administration. And in the past, sometimes it might take them a little while to convince them that they've made a mistake, but once you convince them that they've made a mistake, they start working, they say, all right, you're right, we messed this up, we're going to fix it, we're going to bring them back.
But instead, the opposite happened when the Trump administration took a stand on a number of legal arguments, in part saying Abrego was a dangerous member of MS-13, an accusation Abrego denies.
What we were all surprised by was the extent to which they dug in on those arguments by taking it up to the U.S. Supreme Court.
While that was going on, Kilmar Abrego Garcia was being held in CCOT, a prison in El Salvador, where Simon Sandoval Moschenberg says Abrego was tortured.
He had his head shaved, and then he and the other detainees were forced to kneel with their hands behind their head all night.
Following an order from the Supreme Court, Abrego was returned to the U.S. in June of 2025, where he was indicted on human smuggling charges. The government alleging that as a member of MS-13, Abrego illegally transported undocumented people from at least 2016 to 2025. Abrego's attorney denies that claim. Then, in December, a major development. A judge ordered Abrego released from ICE custody, saying the Trump administration lacked the legal authority to continue to hold him in an immigration detention center. Abrego was able to return to Maryland, where he reunited with his family. Currently, there is no trial date in the criminal case in Tennessee, while a federal judge there decides on a motion by Abrego that the Trump administration singled him out for selective and vindictive prosecution. As for the immigration case, Simon Sandoval Moschenberg says it's at a stalemate.
He has continued to express that he's willing to go to Costa Rica. The government has continued to express that they're not willing to send him there.
For now, Kilmar Abrego Garcia is living with his family in Prince George's County, essentially under house arrest until there is a resolution. Paul Wagner, News 4.
Just last month, a judge ruled that ICE could not re-detain Abrego Garcia because the 90-day detention period had expired. The judge said federal authorities have not presented a viable plan for deportation. Now, News 4 reached out today to ICE to ask for an update on the case. We have not yet heard back.